Stern's had its ups and downs to their catalog this past couple months. Let's start with the downs. Dungeons & Dragons LE is currently down 4%, with games selling anywhere from $10,500 to $11,000. Stranger Things Premium, I did not think I'd see this on the list anytime soon, but is down right now by 6%, with 3 selling in the 7K range and 1 as low as $6,000. Stern Pros across the whole board are dropping in price. You're seeing about $4,500 to $5,500 is the range right now for almost any LCD Pro. Let's talk about the up. Some of these kind of shocked me. Mandalorian Pro is up 6%, with 3 selling in the $5,500 to $6,000 range. Simpsons Pinball Party's up 7%, selling in the high 7s, and a cherry home use only Simpsons Pinball Party just sold for $92.50. The Sopranos had a crazy sell. Typically, they're in the high 4s to high 6s, but one sold last month for $8,900 with a topper. I'm seeing a lot of games not selling, though, but if you do want to put something over the top right now and get that sell sealed, signed, and delivered, put a topper on top of it. Teenage Mutant Turtles, typically in the 4K range and just sitting, but I saw one sell for $6,300 with a topper. It is a bit of a takeoff, though, because that topper is worth about $2,000. AC/DCs are selling like hotcakes right now, with a handful of them changing hands this last month. Premiums in the low to mid 9s. LE's at $14,500. It wouldn't shock me if Stern brought these back. Also, if you're looking for toppers, or if you're looking for some of these used games, check out Flippin' Out Pinball. We want to thank them for sponsoring this content. Zach and Nicole Many do so much for us, and we really appreciate the content they sponsor here. Also, thanks to Pinside and Pinball Prices. With all their data that they have, this is what makes this segment possible. All right, let's move on to Jersey Jack Pinball with their Harry Potter on the horizon for the release. Let's see what their prices are doing on the used market. Down, Godfather LE just dropped 7%, with a couple of games selling in the high 8s. Elton John down. This is Elton John Platinum, down 2%, with one selling as low as $9,500. And Guns N' Roses Standard Edition is down 5%, with one selling as low as $4,500. If you're looking for those Jersey Jacks, right now is the time to gobble them up. Honestly, there's not really any up. Pirates of the Caribbean is staying steady at its price range, with one selling at $19,900 this last month. All right, let's move on to Bally Williams. Down. Twilight Zone is down 1%. Usually the sells in the high 9s, but currently there's a handful sitting on Pinside at $8,500 or less, with one as low as $7,900. Shadow peaked at $6,500 a couple of years back and has been slowly coming down from that point. It is selling in the low 5s, and 2 are listed right now for $4,500. Attack from Mars. I did not see this one coming. It is down a whopping 17%. This is the original Bally Williams edition, not to be confused with the Chicago Gaming remakes. With a couple of them was selling at $7,500. That is nuts. Up from Bally Williams, Creature from the Black Lagoon, up 3%, starting at $8,500 and going upwards on those sales. Theater of Magic's up 4%, with one selling as high as $15,200. That's a lot of dough for a Theater of Magic. And last but not least, Revenge from Mars is up 4%, with them selling from the low to mid 4s. If you like this content, please hit subscribe. Leave a comment below of which game you'd like to see next. Also, if you want to follow, like, and subscribe, you can hit us up at loserkidpinballpodcast@gmail.com. Follow us on all the socials at loserkidpinball. Hit up our silverballswag.com/loserkidpinball and join us in our monthly tournament this month on PinQuest. If you've not downloaded the app is on the App Store on Android and Apple. PinQuest is the app. You can check in there. We have the Loser Kid tournament going on where you can win free swag. See you next month.